Now we can start going, yes.
All right, so...
No, finish your food, Kieran. We get complaints every time. Stop it. No, that I think it's disgusting. I really hate it. I hate listening to people eat, and I'll go sometimes and listen, like, hear back the episodes. I'm like, who's eating, Kieran?
I got Alpen Mills. I don't have... Okay, Nick's giving me salami sticks, and he's like...
I gave you 2 salami sticks, and you're cut off now.
Here. All right, so we're recording an episode. I want to apologize to everyone for being late. I was delayed. I got myself a Zunner.
You beat us here.
I did, but look, I'm sorry. I meant to get here earlier, but I was delayed because I had to go into Zunner, order a Zunner, a suchuk Zunner, and it's so good. And then while eating it, watch the trailer for the new Paramount Plus 6-episode experience, Knuckles, starring Idris Elba as Knuckles.
Oh wait, like fucking the Sonic thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're making a miniseries in Paramount Plus.
That
rocks.
He
voices
But
Knuckles?
he voiced him in Sonic 2.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So he's got like a miniseries where he fights not Eggman, another Sonic hero that we can all name, a Sonic villain that we can all name. Absolutely. They're trying to make this into an extended universe, and it's just not going to work. It's always Eggman.
Yeah. I didn't watch the Sonic movie. I'm not going to watch Knuckles.
I haven't watched any of these things.
Yeah, well, you watched the trailer.
I love the trailers. The trailers are all I need.
Yeah, true. All right.
I think it was funny, though, that Sonic was so fucked up in the first trailer that they did, and everyone was so mad at it that they had to, like, redo the whole film. Well, not the whole film.
They had re-CGI, reanimate Sonic, because he looked just so fucked up in the original one. It's so good. But now they've got 2 movies, a mini-series. They've got Idris Elba forever, it seems. Eventually they'll have to bring in Rouge the Bat, who is a sexy character, but she's also a bat. So I don't really know how this is going to work.
I'm so glad that capitalism won. I'm so glad that we live in the end of history. This fucking rocks.
I really like the idea.
I would rather bash my head against the wall multiple times than watch any of that garbage.
No, it's going to be so great.
It's like,
you shouldn't respect movies, but they need to bring in the sexy bat.
It's like sometimes this sounds so conceited, but like sometimes I have to remind myself that there's people that watch things that I don't watch. Because like, who watches? Like, why are they doing this?
Highest grossing movie.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, to each their own.
Yep.
No. But speaking of entertainment.
Yep.
Corner Späti.
Corner Späti, great podcast. I noticed a billboard the other day, and if you guys don't know, Germany has been really hammering it down that they want Germany to get into the NFL. A sport that is on. First off, all right. Here's me complain, like, as someone who really, my favorite sport is baseball, which is very boring, and I get it. But, the average, like, NFL game is, like, 5 hours long. There's a commercial every 3 seconds. It is garbage. It is, like, I like football I get, but the process of how in the US, particularly around the NFL, how hyper commercialized it is, how long the games go. I get why people just watch college football. It's way faster. The games are more exciting. The rules are also different. And I don't know. There's like more on the line, I think, for a lot of these free slaves that are performing for our enjoyment in this terms of student athletes. But nonetheless, criticisms of that aside, it like there's something about that I get a little bit more. The NFL being pushed down Germans' throats is very funny to me because they don't like. There was an ad for the Super Bowl, like just near Alexanderplatz that I saw. The other day. However, it's marketed in the kind of generic way that they just do all football stuff. It's just like 2 dudes in like generic, like one guy has like a white helmet on and the other guy has a red helmet on. They're just like, I'm angry at you.
Yep.
And then it was like Super Bowl, whatever. It didn't even say what number it was. It didn't even have the logo of the Super Bowl.
As far as Germany's concerned.
And don't they know already who's gonna play?
Yeah, it's the Kansas City Chiefs and
why
the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah.
No. Just get your like literal like Lidl ad ask
is
fucking.
that the one that fucking Taylor Swift's boyfriend?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Travis Kelsey?
Yeah, sure. I don't know. I know very little about
Mr. Swift.
Mr. Swift to you.
Mr. Swift. But so it was very funny to me that even in all the money that then like the NFL has and like RTL, I think it's being shown on RTL.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like literally when you like open up a bag of something that's like American crisps or something or American
Just
chips.
random,
Yeah, and it's just like football flavored or whatever.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Also at like what?
Oh, it's at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. I remember because shout out to our good buddies in Hula 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 who I guess are on hiatus. I also saw them like last week, 2 weeks ago. When Jan and Pauli came over to my place, and I made food for everyone because we watched the Super Bowl simply in the sense of just doing something. And I forgot how long the Super Bowl is. It's like 6.5 hours, 7 hours long. Oh yeah. It's a whole day thing. Yeah.
And every 5 minutes is a trailer for a new hit Paramount Plus show starring Idris Elba as a red kid.
Yeah, where they spent like
that's
$120 million.
The
Yeah,
Super
the commercials.
Bowl ads and stuff,
Yeah,
right? And it's like full of famous people and shit like
It's
that.
so stupid. I mean, like the ads can be like, there's the ads are overrated because everybody's like, they're gonna be so good, and then there's like one or two that you're like, oh, that was like kind of funny.
One Direction did a Super Bowl ad one time.
Was it good?
For my eyes, yes.
I want to do one
I
day.
think it was like a Pepsi ad. Or
One day
something.
when we fully pivot to video, we are doing all One Direction media tier list.
Oh hell yeah!
all the
yeah.
So
albums,
ready.
like whatever fucked point and click adventure
I
games.
have their movie. I watched iCarly for them.
Yes, they're in an iCarly
they were
episode.
in iCarly and Harry Styles. Like
iCarly's fun though.
Yeah.
it was fun. I mean, I was like what
I
The
like.
dark
I mean,
underbelly
like,
to it, but
14.
yeah,
No,
it's
I was
like-
too old to be watching.
there's a dark
iCarly.
underbelly to fucking everything, Kieran.
no, One Direction are pure.
I cried my eyes out when Zayn left. Oh my god! Literally, I went to school
Yeah.
and everyone was like, "Are you okay?" As if my grandma had died or something. They were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like,
Oh no.
choking up, like, "Yeah, I'm fine."
Oh no.
My mom hated me so much that day. She was like, "Get over yourself. What the fuck? You're old enough."
You're still going to school. You can't have
Mom,
today
you
off.
don't get it.
But yeah.
It's my everything.
No, I'm getting the full tier list. I'm gonna find stupid shit. I'm gonna find like limited series Burger King toys that were made, and I want you to rank them.
They had a Toys R Us like shit there, like lunch boxes and
Yep.
stuff like that.
We're getting it all.
Yeah, I mean, I was already old enough to be getting that, but I did get the Niall Horan, life-size cutout, which scared the shit out of me every time I walked into my room. Because suddenly there was a man in my room. And at some point, I got so like over getting scared, I just put it behind like my library. It was just like, "You're grounded. Like, get out of here."
I like the fucking name of Uma's autobiography, how Niall Horan became my sleep paralysis demon.
Literally, I could see him from my bed. It
Of course you could.
Oh God. Hey, welcome to your weekly corner Späti. I'm doing the intro again for once. Let's go. Woo!
Woohoo.
It's your boy Nick, joined with Uma,
Hello.
Kieran,
Hey, I'm eating a mic again. Nom nom nom.
and
Blocked.
Uma's Benadryl demon.
Put the mic up to Niall Horan. What do you have to say? Anyway.
Speaking of entertainment again.
Again, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the culture episode.
Yeah, this is
Culture.
Yeah, there you go. I was waiting for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you see, you said the culture episode. That was a key. That was meant to be a Kieran tee up, and you were meant to like hit
Thank
it
you.
home by saying culture.
Yeah, fucking alley oop over
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
I dunked like I broke the the backboard.
All right. So we posted it on social media, but it's come to my attention that Israel participates in Eurovision. First time learning about this. I'm as shocked as everyone else. Yeah. So, okay.
Kieran's joining the Houthis.
Yeah, the only way out of this. I mean, I will talk about like the glimmers of hope, but so Uma very, very kindly pointed out to me that actually the BDS campaign has actually made an ultimatum about this year's Eurovision. I wasn't expecting them to. I was expecting them to do it only when Israel hosted, but sure. And basically they made the ultimatum of like they're campaigning for Israel to be kicked out of Eurovision. Failing that, there should be a boycott and no one should watch the semifinals and final or any surrounding official EBU press events. So, with that, we can talk about. Oh, where do I start with this? Like,
this is like the most. I've never seen you get so serious about a topic lately than when it comes to you being unable to watch Eurovision this year.
I mean, it was
you're very bummed. Right
it was very easy, and like when what's her name Netta won in like 2018. And when she performed the song again, she just went next year in Jerusalem. And I just pointed to the TV being like, no, I'm not watching that.
Yeah.
Why? That's the thing that's always so fucking insane to me, too, about all this is that then it's like they always like make a point of like, we're going to do an event in this area that we're going to have to like literally like murder 1 million people for just to like make the arena or some shit.
I mean, no, like at some point, someone with their head screwed on straight in the Israeli government was just like,
let's move it to Tel Aviv.
We have to do it in Tel Aviv.
Yeah. But I really like the thing that even then like the quirky cool person who won the Eurovision for Israel is like even like a blood and soil freak.
East Jerusalem,
with, like,
I've never heard of it.
Yeah. Like
she was so annoying.
Oh, she was very annoying.
Her song was just so bad. I think that was like the first time I fully watched Eurovision.
Yeah, I remember.
Because growing up, my parents were like, "Nope."
Yeah, I watched. I rewatched the stream from last year after I was like, "We're probably not watching it this year for life."
The memories.
The memories, and yeah, it was just like Uma just said, like, "Yeah, first Eurovision I watched Israel one." I was like, "Nope."
Yeah.
And yeah, that was 2018.
That was the year too. I watched it at an open air in Kreuzberg. That was really fun, and I wanted Cyprus to win.
Yeah, open air. Yeah, watch parties are always the way to go.
Yeah, that was the year of Fuego or something,
exactly.
right? And everyone was like, this woman is going to win for sure.
Oh,
but then Germany was like, not on my watch. If you vote for any other country but Israel, that's anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
More or less. So, yeah. That was very easy. That gave me a lot of runtime. But like this year, like January 1st, I basically went really hard into Eurovision season as a means to actually not look at the news because it was too depressing.
Yeah.
And now it has come home to roost. Things are building up again because like 2 nights ago, as of recording, the Israeli internal selection ended and they've selected their artist. Her name's like Eden Golan. Anyway, there's controversy with her because she's Russian. So like we might have NAFO for good like attack her. She's been in junior Eurovision before representing Russia. She's performed in Crimea after annexation. All that good stuff that usually gets like Ukrainian flag Twitter very angry. And now since she's been selected, Ukrainian public broadcasters have been like, no, we might pull out. That is the only hope that we have, right? Because if Ukraine is like absolutely not in response to their selection.
Bro, I hate the fucking timeline that we live on, and that then the only way that Israel may get out of this is because they're Russian, not because they're from a like genocidal state.
Yeah.
This is so dumb.
I know.
This sucks.
All right, but a couple of other better things in that regards though. National broadcaster of Iceland has already said like they're holding their national selection at the moment, and they're like, we are going to talk to whoever wins that. Do you want to go, considering everything that's going on? And the person who's currently favorite is a Icelandic Palestinian artist who may go as like the protest song, basically, of like as soon as he was announced, he became like 3rd favorite to win the whole competition.
Oh wow!
Because people are like betting that like people are probably going to vote for the Palestinian protest song candidate.
Yeah.
He's also a pretty competent musician. His song is not, in fact, bad. It's called Wild West. It's a bit of a kind of like a... that's just a cool song. Anyway. then you also have like yesterday, the national broadcaster of Slovenia has basically brought like an investigation, being like, we don't think the national broadcaster of Israel is actually following any of the rules, because the one
In what sense?
So the one everyone keeps bringing up is Russia being kicked out of the contest,
Mm-hmm.
but Belarus was kicked out of the contest a year prior for a bunch of stuff that means you can no longer be a part of the EBU, which is some degree of independence from the state that you represent, not doing military propaganda, and not being biased and holding yourself to a high standard. Belarus kept sending songs that were like, fuck them protesters, fuck that YouTuber's wife, Lukashenko is bae, kind of like shit.
Yeah.
But I'm going to shout out a Twitter account that like has not enough followers and just seems to be someone doing like an incredible amount of work, called handle is ISR breaks rules, or like Israel breaks the rules. And they don't know their pronouns, they haven't said, but they've been doing their like research and making videos of everything that the national broadcaster in Israel has done that should get them disqualified. Things like playing, like having presenters go to the front lines while playing comedic music while like riding like to Gaza with love on bombshells and stuff like
Jesus
that.
Christ.
That rap song that everyone on Twitter discovered and got mad
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
They've played that like multiple times on the television station, including in like a sitcom about checkout workers.
What the fuck?
Yeah. He also, everyone in Eurovision fan space is really pushing the Ukraine angle at the moment because they're right to. And one of the things he pointed out that like Israel, God, when was this? This was like late last year. Israel talked about this story that NATO weaponry was being sold by Ukraine to Hamas. And they kept reporting on it after everyone had like fact checked it and said like, that is not true. There's like no way this works. Like everything we send to Ukraine has like GPS basically in it. We know if it would end up in like the West Bank or Gaza. And like, this is not happening. All the photos they were showing of these like NATO weapons that Hamas had all been used. Like they were like empty shells effectively. Huge story. And they kept insisting like, oh, Ukraine's the most corrupt country in the world. They've definitely done this. And this account is like, this was disproven before all this aired, like weeks before all this aired. They kept insisting on it. They never apologized, even though the Ukrainian state asked for an apology. And one of the more interesting things about the story that he points out, which is like speculation, but like this story happened at the exact same time that bill was going on in the States that was going to be like joint military funding for Ukraine and Israel. Mm-hmm. That like after being in Congress or the Senate for ages, got amended so that the Ukrainian money got taken out and only Israel got money. And they were like, this might have been very biased, state-influenced reporting in an effort to tarnish Ukraine's name in favor of Israel getting more money from the United States, which is basically his theory and a lot of other people. There's like a section of the Eurovision fandom who are very weird about Russians, like the people who attacked Czech Republic's entry last year for having a Russian woman in the band, even though like she left Russia a long time ago.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
We know those types on Twitter.
Yeah. But like,
They're called racists.
yeah. But like, that is a very different, like that woman from Vesna had like immediately when the invasion happened in February was like, this is fucked. The song Czech Republic sent last year was just like a pan-Slavic solidarity against Russia song, basically. Kept referring to our sister's crown as in sister Ukraine. Very, very on the nose. Whereas the woman that Israel has sent locked her account in February, her Instagram account in February, because Ukrainians kept asking, why are you still in Russia? Do you condemn the invasion? And rather than like say anything, I don't think she has even said anything since. It's just
yeah,
like,
then we know what she thinks then.
yeah, she regularly goes back to Russia, and as far as I know, has like her parents still run businesses there and stuff like that, which is also fun thing. Eurovision world is forcing a bunch of like Ukraine, Israel flag people on Twitter, like that combination of flags, to kind of confront that Israel's not necessarily on the same side of that conflict. Yeah. So, yeah. In terms of the Russian ban, again, the only other hope that I hold out is something like Ukraine or Slovenia and Iceland kind of building momentum. Because, and also like a bunch of Norwegian artists and Swedish artists have said they're not comfortable with this. The contest is being held in Malmo, which is effectively like the equivalent to Sweden's Neukölln. Basically, they're expecting huge protests to happen outside the venue, or possibly even have the stage rushed if this goes ahead.
When is it?
May.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's still time, I guess.
There's still time. I think everyone who could possibly win the Finnish national selection has said they won't go if Israel's still allowed to participate. I've been having arguments with the Swedish national broadcaster in my email. There's like a 3 email chain back and forth being
and
like,
they're just saying like,
I did the boilerplate email of just like,
yeah,
look, I don't think this is okay. You're losing a viewer here, blah, 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 which is a boilerplate email. We can link to that Google Doc if you want. You can write your national broadcaster, the Swedish national broadcaster, and also Bailey's, the big sponsor.
Bailey's?
Yeah.
The fuck?
So those are the 3 people you can write. But like Swedish thing, we're just like, we defer to it, this is finally the EBU's decision, blah, blah, blah. We defer to them. And I'm like, bullshit, it is not. The EBU welcomed Russia initially in 2022, and it was like the Baltics, Poland, and Netherlands national broadcasters are all like, it's us or them kind of thing. And then the EBU kicked it out. And again, the last little bit of glimmer of hope is like the EBU changed its position within 24 hours. They basically said Russia can still participate on like the 24th of February, and then on the 25th of February they're like, they are out of Eurovision. So like you can change this shit on a dime.
Yeah.
I really hope, for just the sake of my ears, that Israel gets kicked out and Germany's like, well, we just leave.
Hell yeah.
That would rock. That would rock,
funny.
because Germany sends fucking garbage.
Oh, they're going to come last again.
And I don't think that, you know what, just for just the sake of wasting my fucking time. Oh my God, please do kick Israel out, and then Germany will do the like, us, as the real, the true understanders of anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with our fallen comrade, like the literal genocide state.
I think that would be very likely and very funny.
I would love. It is gonna happen. Like if it does, all right. If that does happen, that Israel gets kicked out, Germany will like solemnly bow out, and I don't care. Like it would be a benefit for Europe if Germany would never participate in the fucking contest again.
Other countries though?
No. Only Germany is this psychotic.
Yeah.
I think everyone would go. I even think there's a possibility that if Israel was kicked out, Germany would still go, but like the artist would say something.
Bring an
fucking,
Israeli
They would,
flag
yeah.
or something
They
like
would,
that.
they would find, they would find the like token. They'd find like the token Israeli Jew that they like the like Israeli German Jew that they could find who's like, They would find like the like singing version of like Shahak Shapiro or whatever, and then do that. And just find a fucking loser.
The reason why I know they're also going to come last, regardless of any of this, is that their 8 songs that they're possibly going to send have already been selected.
Maybe Germany makes an amendment and they send a loser. Maybe they send the weird Israeli one to.
Yeah.
No. I'm just kidding. But no, I do hope that then that doesn't happen. As in, I hope that my other prediction happens, that Israel gets kicked out and Germany leaves.
Yeah.
That would rock.
That'd be really funny.
That would be very funny.
How we'd watch it would then be, I guess maybe CDF would probably still show
Oh,
it.
we still have YouTube.
Yeah. True.
So and like I am a bit sad about it. It was shaping up to be a good year for a lot of reasons. I like Spain's song. I like the weird.
It's a bop.
It is a bop. It's about, my understanding is about reclaiming a word that's like sexist.
So it's called Zorra, which literally is the female of the fox.
Oh, right.
But in Spain, it means slut.
Oh,
so it's not like Spanish. What does the fox say?
No. And it's basically, it's taking the word slut and reclaiming it as our own, being like, so if I do this, I'm a slut. So if I do that, I'm also a slut. So like, what the fuck do you want from me, you know? And it's really cool because it's like an older woman singing it as well, like, and it has this 80s vibe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you watched the music video as well?
I have not actually.
It's
no,
really
I've
cool.
seen the
Like
live
it's
performance.
also like, old women that just remind me of my grandma, like singing the song, being like, "Yeah, I'm a fucking slut," whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And even Pedro Sanchez, the fucking Prime Minister of Spain, because
feminism can be fun.
because Spain's still a Catholic country, so a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, that's like, why is she using that word? It's so crass, like it's so crass and whatever."
Oh my God, yeah. What fucking year is it? Like
I know.
1943?
Yeah,
like,
Franco's
Jesus
still alive and
Christ.
well.
all the like Google like auto-generated, like auto-translated, auto-generated subtitles that I was watching on the like Benidorm Fest was just like every time they would go on or like have a little postcard, it would be like, "This song goes out to all the sluts in the world." And I'm like,
Yeah, no.
See, when you send that screenshot, I was so confused. I'm like, who's this old woman calling us a slut? Like,
sluts in the world.
like, who is this?
I just love the
then,
fact that Kieran could show like just like a poor Spanish person, like I don't know, like Slater or something like that, and they would just die.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, even like right-wing politicians were like, "Oh my God," and like sadly we have a lot of right-wing influencers. But like coquette, like feminine influence, whatever. And they even asked them what they thought about like the song, and they're all like, "So crass. Like, why do we need to use those words?" And fucking Pedro Sanchez has had to come out and be like, we can use fun words. Like feminism can be fun.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be all.
I mean, my analysis of Pedro Sanchez is just he's not like obviously not a radical politician, but he just does something that is so ultimately radical, I guess, in modern politics, which he is just like not a sniveling like apologetic fucking nerd. He doesn't like kowtow to a bunch of right-wing bullshit. He's just like, "Oh, what do you think about them using this crass word?" It's like, feminism can be fun for everyone. I'm Pedro Sanchez. I love songs. Do.
He's like a non-bully jock.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, absolutely. Like he
Literally, he used to play sports. Like,
I know, and he looks like it. Absolutely, like he does.
He's fucking
Yeah,
massive.
he's massive. He could genuinely G8 free for all. Like he could. Is Spain even in the G8? But still, like he could win probably.
I don't know. I think I could take him down.
Yeah, EU Commission like 27v27 free.
Oh, but like, come on, like I mean,
But this is
you
exactly
could,
the point.
You could beat them up. You could like think about that. Like think of a severed Pedro Sanchez, who would be like your like Bowser at the end of it.
The big
Yeah.
Every other European leader would be so fucking easy to just take in a fight.
We should properly think about this with like a chart in front of us at some point.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah,
like,
I
aside
can.
from Pedro Sanchez, name me another leader. I mean, Viktor Orban might be hard, but I guarantee, like, Viktor Orban has like an ice cream cone shape.
Viktor Orban's like the ultimate like karate opponent because he's got such a low center of gravity. Like judo opponent, you're not flipping that guy.
You're gonna you're gonna
Yeah.
throw some like Steven Seagal like Aikido at him and just and fucking destroy him.
He is Steven Seagal's Wario.
Really? Yeah, because Steven Seagal is like 2 meters or some shit like that.
Yeah. But anyway, with all of that said, and I'm still paying attention to this because by diving so like headfirst into this since January 1st, my YouTube and Twitter algorithm is just like Eurovision. And I'm trying to wean myself off of it by looking at the news. I hope that's cheerful. But anyway, what we are planning on doing is Eurovision 2024 will go ahead, regardless if there is a boycott. If Israel's kicked out and there isn't a boycott, it'll be as normal. We'll watch the YouTube feed. We'll have a great time. I'll yell at the screen. Usual stuff. If there is a boycott, then there's a couple of things we could do, but either way...
I performed for 4 hours.
4 hours interpretation of...
Oh, well, Spain said this song.
No, we just
Spanish.
had Nick, the fucking like the name of the song on a piece of paper and is like, all right, this song's about what if Zorro was a girl. Let's go.
Yeah. It'll get very difficult when you get to like kind of like, I don't know, like Moldova's entry or something. I'd get lost.
No one
there.
can meet their energy.
Now Azerbaijan's entry I could definitely do because it's probably like
So
And
sorry
then-
to everyone
and
who has
then-
headphones on. Oh my god.
I don't know, then something just like I'm a sexy girl or whatever, some shit, whatever. Because that's every year. Azerbaijan sends the same entry, same song, different lady, of course.
Except for last year where they
Different
ate
font.
shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a couple of things we could do. We can just like
No, my beginning was not meant to be Orientalist, by the way. That was just a
No,
clarification.
they do
I
it
just
to
said-
themselves.
They do it to themselves. They have their and then Armenia always just sends who looks like Kim Kardashian.
I really just like dropping an absolute fucking equivalent, a cultural equivalent of a nuclear bomb by just leaving a copy of Edward Said's Orientalism in the offices of Azerbaijan's national broadcaster. And some guys just been like, what have we been doing?
Yeah, this is not. I don't think this is their culture.
Anyway. Yeah, so the plan since January 1st basically is that we would do like a small closed live show that we would live stream that in like the usual Eurovision way with our commentary. We would sell merch and have tickets, and all of the money would go towards Palestinian charity, either like Medical Aid Palestine or like you can donate to the UN refugee thing. We can do that instead of like since Germany has pulled out. But yeah, that's to be determined.
Oh yeah, that like totally real story.
Yeah.
That totally happened. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, that's been the plan since January 1st. And now what we're going to do is either there is no boycott because Israel's kicked out and we do it as normal, or we take all the music videos from this year except for Israel.
I think it would be really fun to have our own Eurovision. Like what you're saying of like watching the videos and stuff. Just like talk about the song, whatever. Like what we do in the normal live stream. And then we vote.
No, like come along.
with like the audience. And
I think everyone in the audience is their own juror. We can run around.
So
we can, that's what we'll probably do instead. Someone has suggested that we take like the 1975 Eurovision, the one that like Sweden won after ABBA, and we just play that and do it ourselves.
So what you're saying is that there are a few options.
There are a few options, yeah.
Okay,
we could also just like roll a random dice for every country and like 1973 from Finland, 2006 from Estonia, and just like throw it into a big pile.
Long story short, it will still be fun.
Yeah.
So.
And money's going to a Palestinian charity.
Are we going to do it like at a thing, or is it just going to be online only? I'm asking you for myself and for the viewers. So
no, small live show. It looks like only like 40 seats available, basically.
Get your tickets now at at operationglad.io.
Once we've got that sorted, I'm going to sell them pretty quick. We're going to sell T-shirts with the black metal Eurovision.
Oh, yeah, it still confuses the shit out of me. I don't know what it says.
Uma's not black metal pilled enough.
It literally, I sent them a text in the group chat like, is this supposed to say anything? Because I can't see. And Nick just laughed his ass off. I'm like, well, you know.
Yeah, I'll give you like a terabyte hard drive worth of music that just has band names that all look like this. No,
like you've thrown twigs on the ground.
Yeah. It's either gonna be black metal or it's gonna be slam. There's nothing in between.
Oh, you know what the cowards move though that I see all the time with black metal logos is the big like overstylized spiky spooky font, and then underneath in normal text the name of the band.
Yeah, because that's for festivals and stuff like that.
That's for festivals.
They do that.
Okay,
Yeah. But
cowards move.
Yeah. I really
So disappointed.
there's a TikTok account that I came across of a guy who's like tries to figure out what the band's name is.
That's me.
He does that, and he's like he like draws
That's
it
some
out.
good content.
Yeah. The only problem is that then a lot of the times, like I would say, like probably 9 out of 10 times he does know what the band is,
Right.
which makes it less fun.
Yeah.
I wish it was just like, because some of these bands have
it should be
dumb
someone
fucking
like me
names.
who
It
has
really should.
No idea
It should be.
whatsoever.
Yeah. I mean, especially because when you get into like genres like, I don't know, fucking like porno grind and shit like that, they have the most vile names that you can possibly. Yes, there's a genre
is
called
that
porno
even?
grind. It is exactly what you think it
See?
is.
No. What am I thinking?
It is
It's
grindcore
a,
that then
like-
is like hyper, like just very just gross,
Horny?
like
Horny gross?
but horny gross, yeah,
Yeah, fair enough.
yeah.
Anyway, we
Like reggaeton, but metal.
No, really, like,
Grosser?
as
yeah.
horny, but
no,
grosser.
not horny in a gross way, like I'm gonna fuck you. It's like, imagine metal, but horny and gross, but maybe like less horny, just really gross and hypersexual. There's also a genre
brain's,
called
like,
gore
buffering
grind too,
away.
as well.
Okay.
too,
So like, I guess the context here is in the '90s there was a big band. Jim Carrey's a huge fan called Cannibal Corpse, and
Jim Carrey's actually not a fan of them.
is he? No,
No.
he said he will.
No, he's not.
Oh, that's a shame. They're in Ace Ventura, the first one. So like, and
I do know Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah.
Well,
But they have. I'm building to it. They have a song called "I Come Blood."
Oh,
And-
no. Oh, go to the doctor.
Yeah, so that is not black metal. Black metal kind of like this kind of stuff took that and went further.
No.
What?
Okay, so first off, grindcore doesn't come from death metal. Grindcore
No, I know
comes
it
from the
doesn't.
hardcore scene and stuff like that.
I know it does. I'm just saying that they see that and they were like, "We're going harder than this." Not that
No.
it comes from it. I'm just
Wait,
saying.
what
that
are we
they
talking about now?
What the I Come
I
Blood
come
song.
blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black metal has nothing to do with the sexy stuff. They don't fuck.
No, I
except
know, but
for-
like the porno grind stuff.
that has nothing to do with black metal.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
So
what I'm
that's
saying.
what we were talking about.
Exactly.
Okay.
So grind comes from hardcore, which comes from punk and whatnot. They're actually not really related to death metal.
Okay.
Yeah. But so then the whole thing is that then in the 90s.
I was just setting up scale for Uma that like I Come Blood is for to those people.
Yeah, exactly.
Pussy shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Kieran's very right
With
about
that
that.
name, it's
Yeah,
pussy shit.
that's not.
Yeah, I
that's,
don't want to know anything
Yeah, I
else.
didn't
Thank
think
you
you
very
did.
much. This has been very enlightening.
Cannibal Corpse band that you can easily read their font. Fuck them.
Exactly. Anyway, so for 4 hours of Cannibal Corpse songs, come to our live Eurovision.
Fucking, I'm not even coming. You
rip.
have one less member.
I don't even like Cannibal Corpse that much. That would fucking rip. That'd be so
Just
sick. Their new album's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Anyway, we found a nice venue that said like even the money that's spent on the bar will go to the charity. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, it's all good. And with that has been the awkward conversation of
What do we do about Eurovision?
what do we do about Eurovision.
Yeah. Or what our equivalent of what is to be done.
What
Что делать?
Like, I'm leading the Russian Revolution somehow, and I'm just like, guys, I think Eurovision might be a bit problematic. I don't think we can watch it this year. Anyway, we now move on to our next section, a recurring segment of this season of Corner Späti. Germany is on one.
I'm on one.
Yes.
You keep singing that and nobody
No,
knows.
no,
what
because
Because
you're
I'm
Sorry.
trying to. The reason is because I'm trying to remember which Drake song it is.
Oh, I thought it was a Cannibal Corpse.
No.
song.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Nick and Uma can probably talk about this a bit more because I've only heard snippets of the story. But the Germans, they love their film. They love Kino, if you will. And they have the Berlinale.
Yeah, Berlinale this year is just going to show.
Berlin Ale.
Berlin Ale is just going to show Triumph of the Will just nonstop.
Oh, geez.
There's one entry. It's from Leni Riefenstahl, and there's no going back.
This is related.
All right. No. What? So this is a very confusing thing because I didn't realize that then like the politics of the German government are so intertwined with Berlinale. I guess because I'm just stupid and ignorant
No, me
and thinking
neither.
that
I
then
mean-
that it's just like, oh, movie stars, this and that. But because there are like people like Claudia Roth, who's like from the Greens, who always kind of like shows up, and she's like the ambassador of like the Bundestag or whatever. She's always kind of like been there, and like she's always like, I'm with George Clooney, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that, and like, yeah. So I guess that then that people from the Bundestag are allowed to go and invited to the Berlinale.
Yeah.
And so then came in the question with all the anti-AFD protests that are happening, the question of then if the Berlinale was going to then not allow members from the AFD to come.
Yeah.
And so the Berliner Senat along with them the German Greens, made the very much Weimar-esque statement of, well, why not? They're democratically elected. They should be allowed to come. We're going to let them come. And it has caused a bit of an uproar. Kind of an uproar that I do and don't understand. The part that I don't understand is did you fucking think that a bunch of lib Germans were going to actually be like, oh no, we can't tell our democratically elected parliamentarians that they can't do something? That's their brains would literally explode. And the other thing too is that then who the fuck goes to Berlinale? I'm being completely serious. If it's it's such I know, but it's just it's such a snooty fucking film festivals are such I get the concept oh, going, could it be fun, this and that, seeing one or two films, but being into it.
There's a movie coming out with Cillian Murphy that I read the book about, so I just wanted to watch that movie.
That's fair.
That's fair. Yeah.
But people who are no, that's fine. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know people who go to films during Berlinale. That's a completely different thing. But it's just because there's a bunch of movies that are going on. But then caring about the spectacle of film festivals is such a sniffy lib thing that I just don't get. I think that then it's just I don't know. It is a very it's very silly in every regard of well, of course they're going to be able to go because all of this is just complete. Well, I want to feel good about going onto the street and doing my, pretend anti-fascism where I'm going to go actually on the street with a bunch of fucking racists and bully Palestinians and activists and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then go home and, I don't know, do my other, just live my normal German life in the this literal Nazi continuation state. But God forbid if any actual forbidding of fascist things in events. That's just that's just overstepping the boundary.
So
we can't do that.
This is related to this is very similar to when Rob discovered that the Nobel Peace Prize is basically controlled by the Norwegian Parliament, and every party in Norway nominates people.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Which results.
I found that out the same day Rob did.
Yeah, which is the same. Which means that the Progress Party, the party of Anders Behring Breivik fucking came from, is also nominates people, and all their nominations are kind of troll nominations because they know they won't be taken seriously, so they always just put Trump up for the Nobel Peace Prize. Anyway, it seems that's the kind of this kind of culture function of Berlin is also kind of tied to parliamentary politics. The little bit of context that I heard with this story though added to it is the fact that a bunch of people had pulled out of attending because of, before they even confirmed AFD people were coming, because of the climate of pro-Palestinian voices being suppressed in Germany.
Exactly.
So a bunch of people said I'm not attending any German cultural events.
Well, because Kieran, they're terrorists,
No, but this is the thing. This actually did cause a crisis among some German liberals for a couple of minutes because they were oh shit, is this stuff actually negatively affecting our reputation with the rest of the world? Because some of these people were people they respected in some regards, obviously non-Germans, but then
sorry, Berghain got in trouble. No, there was. I mean, they canceled things with international people that have an international following, or bigger following than them.
Yeah, a handful of German liberals, and again, we've talked about it a million times. Something 61% of the German population think Israel has gone too far, and I think there is a lot of people who are just the everyone else is crazy, but I'm fine.
Yeah.
Defense of Germany is not really holding a lot of water anymore. If you keep getting prodded with Spanish academic has pulled out, an American Jewish politician is not going to show up. Blah, blah, it keeps happening over and over again. It's not working, and then the joke in all of this is the Berlinale just completely just bit their own dick off by but we're gonna let the AFD guy come, even though fucking everyone is protesting them right now. Masterful move, just literally just the meme of the woman doing a million gymnastics only to land on a rake that smacks her in the face kind of shit.
Do we even think there's gonna be protests outside the Berlinale though?
No, probably not.
That's the thing. Like, I feel like with these German neoliberals that, like the ones that have been going out against AfD, it's like, we hate, but like,
Oh, yeah. Well,
are you
No, they're
gonna
not
do
going
more
to. No. Of
actions?
course
No.
they're not. I mean, like I think actual like people, like actual activists and leftists would come and probably maybe do something, but
Yeah.
maybe not though too, because it's just like it is like Berlinale. I think is one that then is like if there is something, it's gonna be like a more like crass like moment of like a like it's gonna be like an activist moment thing rather than like a protest thing, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely asking for someone who's like bought tickets to just stand up in the middle of like a speech or a chat with directors or producers and just start yelling shit.
Cillian Murphy's gonna be like, what?
Yeah,
the
Cillian
fuck
Murphy would just
is
be like,
happening
yeah.
here?
If you do that and you're a Corner Späti listener, we will give you things. I don't know what though,
Yeah.
but
Or buy me a ticket.
Yeah, let me see. I will join your weird protest action if I could just see the Cillian
If I
Murphy
can
yeah,
see Cillian
I
Murphy.
will,
or
yeah.
I'm kicked out.
Yeah, I will lay down in the Sony Center like a dead body to
Yeah.
symbolize something. I
will.
don't know what, but
In solidarity.
Germans love doing that.
In solidarity with the Palestinian people, I've glued my hand to Cillian Murphy's chest.
Have you seen this new tactic that like a lot of climate activists are doing in Germany now that's actually fucking sick?
What was that?
They're just going around and just stabbing cars.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
yeah,
Like-
yeah.
Oh, I was
They're going
Stabbing
around.
people?
No, they're just
Nick
going
just
around.
tells us for the first time. Yeah, Christian Linder's been stabbed.
Yo, he's, they've just been going around to rich neighborhoods in Berlin and just like
Oh, hell yeah.
just stabbing the
Tires.
tires of
Oh, yeah, have
SUVs.
I hope someone has taught them how to do that correctly, because that can like,
It can backfire very easily.
yeah, you can have the air pressure shoot the knife back at you and shit. Like,
Yeah.
You be careful about doing that.
No.
Slashing tires. That's how you do it.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
stabbing.
stabbing.
Yeah.
But it's
Noted.
it's good that then like it's good that
This
you
is
know
not legal advice.
no
Don't
it's
try this at home.
it's very funny to me how like they're like okay yeah like they like had they're like okay we need to change our tactic. It's like let's just do like violence against cars. And I'm just
Yeah,
like,
no,
right.
like,
Fair enough.
and like there's like Christian Lindner. I just saw there Christian Lindner. Hilariously, Germany on one again. Topic of Christian Lindner speaking at like a university in Leipzig. That gets stormed by like a bunch of climate protesters talking about him just like doing jack shit for the climate and even reversing a bunch of stuff. There's like this is a whole episode we have to do later about like all the green stuff that's been done at the EU level seems to be getting reversed now because like a farmer said a mean thing to Ursula von der Leyen or whatever. And
I'm glad your horse died. Yeah.
and
Justice for the wolf. Your horse fucking deserved it.
yeah.
That's-
Yep.
Like, also, I'm a farmer, and I would have shot that wolf immediately if I saw it, but still.
And I would have shot your horse.
I would have shot
I hope that your horse is in the glue factory.
European farmers are really the shoot first, ask questions later type.
Yeah, they're both coming right for me. Which actually, to be very fair, I'd be much more afraid of the horse than the wolf.
Oh,
in that
absolutely. I
regard.
cannot take a horse.
What?
Yeah.
They're harmless.
No.
No, have you seen a horse?
No.
Yes, I have. I used to ride horses.
Yeah, okay, the horse.
You've
girl.
tamed the
You've
beast.
tamed the beast, exactly. Right, you're
Well,
on
yeah,
top
if
of
a
it,
wild horse came,
yeah.
Yeah.
that'd be-
Just like, they could kill you on
One
accident.
stepped on me, actually.
Oh, yeah, that'll fuck you
And
up.
yet
that's
you're
fine.
still like they're harmless. Those like no, wolves are not harmless, and I'm aware of that. But they're cool.
We tamed the wolf. As
Yeah.
far as I know, we have not tamed the horse. I don't care. I don't care.
We
I don't
tamed
care.
horses first. What the fuck
Look,
are you
look.
on about?
I don't care what you fucking people from the Caucasus are saying. I'm here in Mesopotamia being like, that's a weird looking goat you're on top of. Get that out of here. I fucking hate this. Fucking. Anyway,
Yeah.
goddamn
Fucking
Caucasians
horses.
and their horses.
Yeah. So, I mean, do we need to really go in depth with anything else that Germany's been on one this week
Oh,
or
absolutely.
lately?
I want to know what the fuck is that cosplay that Schröder is in? Like,
new Zoda costume. Have you seen it?
Oh wait, no, I
but
haven't.
it's actually like professional makeup and shit.
Yeah, no,
God, I hate that
he's using like all the fucking whatever
like fake skin. What's it called?
BMW money that he gets like funneled into the government just gets sent to a bunch of makeup artists from like Munich University.
I really love the fact that then, because we had earlier, Uma and I were chit-chatting at Lidl before about how it's very funny to me how
Germans, we all hang out at Lidl.
Yeah, it's very funny to me
Where's
how
our
like
citizenship?
like particularly like people on the right and fascists and shit like that, like in Germany, just like I guess in everywhere in fascism, just like cry about like oh we need to preserve culture. Germany like doesn't make culture anymore though. They haven't made culture for like almost 100 years. Like there is nothing that Germany has made since World War II, and that's just like not even my fucking opinion. Name me something aside from like Kraftwerk, which is just like boring. I'm not boring, but you know what I mean. Like the little dabbles of like, I guess like their additions to like electronic music, and I can't think of anything else. I literally and you're like, you know, an obsession with then like an IT guy who is like into BDSM or something.
I would say most of it is probably coming from communities of Germans that white Germans refuse to
exactly. Well, that's a
Germans.
whole different thing. I mean, like in the sense of like the fact, like you know, fascism ruined culture in every regard. But at least we fucking have the most like. Of course, like Markus Söder from like a far right wing party in Germany that is just like a cosplayer.
Yeah.
Like, of course, then that's like the dopiest fuck. I mean, like cosplay is fun, this and that, whatever. And I get it, and I get that you can have like fun with it. But of course, like the guy who's like supposed to be like leading like the charge on like, you know, preserving culture and like whiteness and Christianity in this country is just like a bumbling fucking loser idiot in every regard of the sentence.
So a thing about Söder, who I think we talked about him in the lead up to the last German election, because he was like, it was aggressively rumored that he threw his hat into the ring to like lead the CDU before
he probably should have.
Yeah. But I think he rightfully bided his time. I think he's going to try again later when it looks like the CDU will win.
No, I saw Rob yesterday. We both agreed we need Merkel back, baby.
Babe, I miss you. Just the crying Scottish guy meme. I just want her back. Anyway,
Scottish, yeah, he does look Scottish.
Yeah, he does. I don't know if he is, but he looks it. Söder is, I think that we said this in the 2021 election episodes, but like he does look like the only person in the entirety of the Union who looks like he is having fun. Like,
oh, absolutely.
I feel like everyone else in CDU, CSU is like motivated aggressively, like by spite and wanting to see people suffer. They're not having a great time, but they just like it really just feels like heroin addiction behavior of just like, I just need the one more fix.
Yeah. Well, Markus Söder will do deportation dressed as Shrek.
Oh yeah, like he's also evil, but he just looks like he gets joys from other things. Like I feel like if you got like who's the guy who ages sideways again?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, or even like Hans-Georg Maassen or whatever the fuck. Like, I feel like if you rob them of political power, they would have a miserable time. I don't think they would know what to do with themselves. But Markus Söder would just be holding, like, costume parties in his back garden while grilling, and he'd probably still be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the newest costume from Markus Söder is...
Bavaria does something to you.
It does. Is Otto von Bismarck.
Jesus.
Again, no culture. None.
No.
Absolutely fucking none.
Was
this
this
country.
for Carnival?
No, this is because.
just random?
No, he just does this.
I think he just, yeah.
But
no,
he said something about Fasching.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is Carnival,
Wait, but that's
and
not yet. That's like in.
No, Carnival's
it's-
happening now. I
it's
think
now.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
literally now.
Okay, no, you're right.
But this was 5 days ago, so it's a little early. Like, I think he debuted his Carnival costume.
Like, guys, you have to see my fit.
Like, instead of running the state of Bavaria, I was in makeup for 6 hours.
And that's also prosthetics and stuff.
Yeah, he's got
like,
prosthetics on.
Like, that's not cheap.
No, it's not.
He spent 200 euros minimum.
Yeah.
Well, plus the clothes and, like, the fucking medals and shit.
And his wife has also got a matching costume as well.
Yeah, he spent way too much money.
This is going to be the
I love how it's like, I'm gonna dish out 20 grand on this, or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, honey, can I get like, can I be like surgically made to look like, you know, I don't know, did Bismarck have a wife?
Mrs. Bismarck.
Mrs. Bismarck.
I
No,
assume he
I'm
did.
just gonna buy you.
Anna.
I'm just
I feel like all women back then were called Anna.
Anna,
yeah,
yeah.
sure, whatever. But it's just like, no, I'm just gonna buy you like this. Her dress just looks like an actual like tablecloth.
Her dress does look like I got you an adult Cinderella costume.
It really is, and he's like, I'm dripped out, like everything.
Johanna, almost.
Oh, Johanna.
Johanna.
Yeah, my friends call me Anna.
This is insane.
Yeah, he picked up her costume at Kaufland.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, like this is possibly like the beginning of a really dumb German expensing like scandal of like you spent money on this costume when you should have been like buying paper for your fucking office to run
And so
Bavaria.
I'd be like, you try to deduct in your taxes
Yeah.
Cosplay, and I don't think that's correct.
No, I don't think the infrastructure of Bavaria really needed you to dress up
As
Otto von Bismarck.
Oh my god.
We asked you to do one thing. Okay, more Germany news. Okay, so I don't know. This is the first time I've heard of this supermarket chain. I think it is related to Edeka or something.
Which one?
Simmel. Simmel.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It basically only seems to exist in Thüringen and Sachsen.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so they had a... Do you know those leaflets you get in the post?
No. So, sorry.
Oh?
Simmel is the guy that owns that Edeka store. So
Oh,
you know
really?
how
it's
you
like-
can,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
McDonald's, you can buy, like you can own.
Oh, it's franchised.
Yeah, it's franchised. So
Yeah.
it's Peter Simmel,
Mm.
64 years old.
But you've never seen the Edekas where there's just like a different name.
No, I haven't. I guess.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
seen Edekas, yeah.
Yeah. There's like the one, like there was one in Vetting that's like just called Schatz.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I guess if I probably did, I just assumed it was like another supermarket with very similar branding. They all are roughly the same color, yellow and blue. Lidl's yellow and blue.
Yeah, so he called his Edeka Simmel.
Yeah, fair enough.
You're allowed to do that.
Anyway, so he made his own like put in the post leaflets of like here's all the offers happening at my local wink Edeka. It's actually called Simmel. And in it, the dot for the I in Simmel says in a big red circle, "Für Demokratie gegen Nazis."
Which is the tamest, like,
Yep.
freaking...
Well, then, like you can get mixed mincemeat
Mincemeat?
for 99 cents per
Fucking bargain.
per 100 kilo.
100 only, what the
For
fuck?
for 100 grams. Yeah, so that's like that comes out as like the same price
Yeah, that's
everywhere,
nothing,
basically.
yeah.
Yeah, not much of a deal. But like anyway, he does this, and the population of Chemnitz, where he made this leaflet, reacts poorly.
Isn't
it.
Chemnitz like super left? Isn't that where
It's both, basically, right?
there's
'Cause
like a
it's-
massive Marx statue as well?
Yeah, because it was Karl-Marx-Stadt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I mean, this is
Oh,
just. I
okay.
mean, this is East Germany. It is both. It's either one or the other. It's not-
Yeah,
Yeah, fair enough,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can't be a lib here. Also, I love this picture of Simmel.
Did you see the caption?
Oh, he's buff Olaf Scholz.
He is
He is
Buff
Buff Olaf
Scholz.
Scholz. But have you seen the caption?
Well,
It's like it says Peter Simmel standing in the middle of a shit show.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
shitstorm
yeah.
or
Enter
whatever.
Peter Simmel, 64, at the center of a shitstorm. Yeah,
Shitstorm.
yeah.
I mean, the shitstorm is that he just should
Said
keep
Nazis
doing.
were bad.
He said Nazis were bad.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Apparently, the Nazis tried to attack his shop last Wednesday or something.
Yeah, there you
But
go.
did they do anything?
No, because they all got distracted by this cheap hack flex.
By those bargains.
Yeah. Or you just get so angry at the fact that you thought you were getting like a 500-gram packet for 99 cents.
Right?
But yeah, it
Yeah,
was-
99 cents for 100 grams is nothing.
that's just the same price as everywhere
as a
else.
normal
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Zimmel, Peter,
Zimmel.
come on, get it together. All right, what else we got? Oh yeah, it's been revealed in court documents that the Junge Alternative in Sachsen, not leaving East Germany just yet, were talking openly at party meetings of forced labor camps for refugees and Jews.
Oh my, well.
Am I supposed to be surprised?
Yeah, but it's just like it is.
We've always said how they're like the Junge Alternative is just like they're the two online actual fucking Nazis. It's like the kids who like would be like, oh, we just brought the gulags back. It's like,
yeah, it is. It is very much that, but it is also like the classic of like.
I mean, they
why did you write all this down?
Yeah, they are very. Yeah, first that, second, like they do legitimately believe this shit.
Yeah,
and yeah.
Like
I mean,
we haven't talked about it yet, but I still cannot get over the fact that like one of Olaf Scholz's scandals in like Hamburg of like I'm going to do all these like corporate favoritism schemes was undone by like one man he was working with who just really liked journaling. Like he literally just wrote down in his own diary all the crimes he and Olaf Scholz were committing, and that's
oh my god!
And it's just like, man, you need another hobby, like. Watch trains or something.
Yeah. God, Germans are so bad at doing crimes.
They are so bad at doing crimes. Stop writing down the crimes.
Yeah. If Tony Soprano was German, the Sopranos would have been 2 episodes.
It's the same TV show, but it's not. He's not talking to a therapist. He's talking to a police officer. He's.
The officer. I killed the 3 guys.
Hey, I missed those ducks.
Yeah.
1 season. Anyway, and that has been an episode of Corner Späti. We don't shout out enough. We have bonus feed. Go to do that. It's €5 a month. I noticed that some of you, it is
not even Peter Simmel is.
No, absolutely.
Not even, you can't compete. Oh, you want like what? 99 cents for 100 grams of Hackfleisch? Well, you know what? Yeah, you need more than 100 grams. If you're eating with us, second.
New deal on the Patreon. If you've been a subscriber for a couple of months, if you have given us minimum €20, we will send you 100 grams of Edeka Hackfleisch in the post. Regular letter.
I mean,
offer for Germany only.
For €5 or whatever your currency is, that would be converted into €5.
Yeah.
You get like 200 episodes of this show or some shit like that.
Yeah,
it's a fucking bargain. Do you get 200 grams? You don't even get 200 grams of meat for $5.
No, man, you need and we'll send you.
Oh wait, no, you do definitely get. 200 grams
you get 500 grams for $5
Oh,
for the price of 1 packet of minced meat.
Yeah,
you can subscribe. You know when the people do that for like the price of a cup of coffee thing? It's just like,
buy me a coffee thing.
Yeah, instead of buying, hey, climate. Instead of getting that thing of Hackfleisch, why not for one time? Just don't get the Hackfleisch. Subscribe to Corner Späti instead. Save the climate.
Actually, you know what? I gotta be honest here, though. I gotta
turn vegan for like once in a month.
No, you know what? I'm with the listener on this, who's standing in front, who's listening to the podcast right now, standing in front of the meat section, and I'm on your side. I'm like, at least this time right now, I'm on your side. The meat would be far more satisfying to me in the short term.
Yeah, but you know what? Splurge a little. Get the meat and listen to us.
Yeah, that's true.
Listen to us while eating the meat.
Treat yourself, you know.
Yeah, treat yourself. Listen to us talk about
meat.
Meat, yeah.
And me have explained Porno Grind to Uma.
That's the whole bonus episode. All right. Catch you on the bonus feed. Ciao, ciao.
Bye-bye.